Welcome to Baroque Girls.
Yeah, Baroque Girls Monday.
Baroque Girls Monday. We're right near St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah, this is our St. Patty's Day episode, I think.
I've never really celebrated St.
Yeah,
Patrick's
I don't care about it.
I haven't barely even worn green on St. Patrick's Day, and I used to get pinched like hell. I used to get pinched.
Now wear some green. I
didn't have any green. And I had no parents who were willing to purchase anything green for me. So I was like, I'm just gonna
anything green, not even like a bandana.
I used to literally find random shit, and then I would just have it on me and be like, no, see, I got green. I would find a weird green streamer or something, and then just put it in my pocket and be like, no, y'all can't pinch me. But sometimes I forgot because I didn't realize what the day was. St. Patrick's Day was not a thing that also luck was a thing that wasn't allowed in my house.
Because it's all about God.
This is all about God. So we weren't able to have luck. We weren't able to talk about luck. We weren't able to do all that shit. I wish I was playing with you. I swear to God, I wish I was playing with you.
We weren't able to have luck.
Nah, I literally wasn't I wasn't allowed to say, oh, we got lucky. I wasn't allowed to say that. It was we were blessed.
So today for this episode, we got some scratch tickets.
We got scratch tickets in celebration of
luck.
The luck holiday.
Because the chances of us winning the lottery are never zero. And so if we win, for sure you guys aren't gonna know about it. If we lose, you will for sure know.
Right. Our odds for this they're not zero. Our odds of winning any prize is 1 in 4.77.
1 in 4.7, so 1 in 5?
Yeah, basically.
Of winning
1 in 5. Of winning anything at all,
$1.
like a dollar. Now,
I like those odds.
Okay, but we have to win at least $5 for them to make sense because they were $5 to purchase. So we have to win at least $5 to recoup our money. Okay. And the cash prize, it's 1 out of 7.42. So round down. So 1.1.
1 out of 7?
No, we should round up because it's
1 out of 8.
Yeah, so 1 out of 8.
I feel like those are good odds.
I mean,
how do you do you feel like a lucky person?
No. Here's the thing. No, I don't. I don't feel like I'm a lucky person.
You should start scratching.
All right. So this is Space Invaders Cash Invasion. Games 1 and 6. So we're gonna scratch all 3 shots in a game and if we don't get a game over, then that means we won something. And we can uncover a times 2, a times 5, or a times 10 to automatically multiply and win that corresponding prize. So we're gonna see what we got here. I don't feel like I'm a lucky person. I think actually oftentimes I am on the unlucky side of things.
Really?
And that's not in life or to say that my life is bad. I'm saying anytime there's a thing that involves simply luck, I don't win it. I don't ever win it. I never win raffles. I never win. I played the lottery one time when I turned, was it 18 or 21? I don't know. Whatever you have to do to win it. I did $10.
Wait, so you automatically win that?
I don't know. Hold on, wait. Let me
maybe.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think there's more rules.
So you do you scratch everything off though. It's not scratch at these number of boxes.
Nah, yeah, you scratch
everything. Okay.
The scratching is a gimmick.
The scratching is the gimmick, and I hate it, honestly, because I hate the sound of this, and I hate the way it feels.
Yeah, this is an ASMR episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I feel first of all, on the topic of, raffles and stuff, I need to know, and I'm not unique in asking this.
Never mind, we lost.
Oh, fuck. Wait.
This game
just for this?
Just for that one game, but yeah.
Wait.
We lost that one.
No, just for this row?
Yeah, just for this row.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying we don't win this $10.
Oh, okay.
We don't win this $10.
Got it. But what I want to know is, who won the Danimal sweepstakes?
Somebody won the Danimal sweepstakes.
I didn't see anything about it.
I don't know if they even posted about it. That, to be completely honest with you, and I don't even know if it actually.
Why would they not? If I won the Danimal sweepstakes, which I did enter, I would have been posting about that everywhere.
We lost again.
Fuck.
So far, 2 out of the 6 games we did lose, and this is why I said I am not a lucky person. I don't ever win these things. I bought a scratcher ticket whenever I turned that legal age of being able to purchase one, and I spent I had $60 and I had to spend $40 of it. No, I had to spend $50 of it on gas, and then I spent the rest of the 10 on one of these cars because it was my birthday. And I lost, and I was like, I'd never see that money again. Like that was it. That was what I spent the entirety of it. I was like, I could have bought 10 bags of candy with that.
Yeah.
10 $1 bags of candy.
Which would have made your birthday so amazing.
And that would have made it so incredible.
10 bags of candy on your birthday.
And look at me just trying to play games. We lost again. All right, so here's the thing. I don't be fucking with this shit, man. I don't be fucking with this shit. And they're showing me all these numbers that prove that I could have won something. So we could have won 10, we could have won 30, and we could have won 5.
And the max prize for this one is $250,000 for this invasion.
From the way that we're seeing. Are you a lucky person?
I think it depends. The only time I've ever won something from some sort of a raffle or anything of the sort, it was post-prom my senior year. I won a printer.
Oh.
And I screamed, I let out a a yelp in that auditorium, walking my ass up there to collect my ticket. I'm like, absolutely, I'll be getting this printer. And I took that printer with me to college because it was great. It was senior year, printer.
Yeah.
I was stoked. The printer sucked.
Wow.
It broke after 2 months.
That's fucked up.
So it was lucky, but then unlucky. I don't really win things, but I have a weird, it's not a superstition. I just have a weird feeling about myself where I think that I'm a lucky person, but I don't think that it comes in the form of stuff like this.
I feel you.
My luck comes in the form of the people I meet, the opportunities I encounter through those people.
That's
and
real.
The situations, the places I happen to find myself in where my life can progress in the way that I want it to. It's not in the more fun, lottery tickets or...
I agree with that. Okay, so here's what we could have won, by the way. We could have won $10. We didn't win anything. We could have won $10, $30, $5, $50, $20, and $1,000.
And we didn't win anything.
We won nothing because...
Wait, what are the bottom ones?
We're going to play the extra lives now, yeah. But yeah, continue, though.
Yeah, in that way I would say that I'm lucky. I would say that I'm actually extremely lucky. It's just not in stuff like this. I got so lucky with the people in my life. I got so lucky with the house that we were able to find moving across the country. I got so lucky in my current relationship, not the other ones. I cashed in a lot of that karma into this one.
Okay.
I got lucky...
Oh, okay, if we match one of these, we win $10,000, and we didn't.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's
we didn't even match one?
Nah. I mean, if we match one, we win.
What, match any one of these 4?
Nah, it's got to be in the game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, but wait, if we get a starship, we
automatically win the prize for that game.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten that. Oh. I would say that this is a possible 1,000. I would say that, I'm actually very lucky in that sense too, but I've never really seen that as luck. I've really seen more get these type of things as luck. But maybe this is also a tie into just the way that I was raised, but I always just saw that as
God.
blessings. Yeah. But yeah. I guess, a
blessing is just luck. It's just a synonym.
I guess, yeah.
Being blessed, being lucky.
That's real, but there's also a sense of...
Damn, yeah, we didn't win shit on this.
We didn't win shit on this, so that's $5 that is spent on this. Nothing. Nada. Yeah. So, this holiday just might not be for me. Here's the thing about that, though, is that I think that luck has something to do with a randomness of something, right? I feel like the people that you meet, the positions that you get, you put yourself in place to. Yeah, there has to be a little bit of luck to be able to get it, but you also kind of put yourself in those positions, though, right? In the industries that you decide to work in, the jobs that you decide to do, and also you meet plenty of people around you, but you choose who you keep around and then who you don't. So I don't ever really consider that as luck necessarily. It's just more the vibes are incredible. It's just the vibes just ended up working out. And also, like, to keep all of these people in your life, to continue to do all of these things, you have to be a good friend, a good person, you know? And in that sense of things, it's like, you have to, like, work for that. I kind of consider that as, and I'm a D&D player, so I kind of, like, line this, D&D and RPG, like role-playing games type of person. So luck would be considered, like, a stat, and then another stat would be charisma. And I would just say, like, I have high charisma, but I don't have very high luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can talk myself or talk my way into a lot of things. What?
Those are the only two stats?
No.
Oh. I was like, it's either luck or charisma.
Well, I mean, for those two things, for those particular, I mean, there's a ton of different stats if we want to go into strength, but those don't matter.
Sure.
I'm not going to reveal myself not like that. I know all the stats though. I just rolled a character the other day. But anyway, we're not getting this.
He knows, you guys. Don't get it fucking twisted.
Just in case
He
you
knows.
thought he didn't know.
He literally knows all the stats. He just, like, doesn't have time to talk about it. We're
You
like
should also know.
at a podcast. Yeah, you should also know.
It's strength, dexterity, intelligence,
need
wisdom. Strength, dexterity,
But all
wisdom.
of those things play into...
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, none of that, I can't talk my way into winning any of this. I can't, like, have a good vibe my way into winning the lottery. Mm-hmm. But I can meet Jacob, and we all like each other, and now we have a friendship, and now we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a contribution of the many other different portions of life and the other different, like, stats that we all have. Stats, quote unquote, for people who didn't see.
So do you not, like, believe in luck?
I believe in luck for some people. I think some people are very lucky. I feel like people do win the lottery. People do win raffles. I think I'm pissed off at the idea of luck because that was the one thing I really wanted when I was so much younger, and then continuing to grow up is like every time there was a raffle, I was like, I just want one. I just want one raffle win. I think like in life, I've won 3 raffles and I've been in like 100.
Okay, that's a lot. You've won 3 raffles.
That's 3%.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, how many people were entering the raffle?
You know, like
Many.
to win 3 raffles. I just told you I've won 1.
You've won 1 raffle in your entire life?
It was the printer thing.
Yeah.
That's the only raffle you've ever like won
All
anything
I can
at?
like recall, I haven't entered very many raffles, but like.
See, I was entering raffles. Maybe that's the difference. I've been entering raffles for a little minute. I'm a raffle guy.
Okay.
I'm a raffle guy.
I just feel like 3 raffles is a lot.
I'm a raffle guy. I be entering raffles. You feel me? So I'm like,
yeah.
so
Okay.
if you don't enter raffles like 1, I think your percentage is like, it is still higher than mine. You get what I mean? Because I've entered many a raffle. Every time I go to a con, I enter a raffle. Every time I go to the Scholastic Book Fair, I enter a raffle. Anytime I go to the mall, anytime, and I haven't been to a Scholastic Book Fair in a little minute, but when I was there, I was entering those raffles. When I go to a mall and I see that there's a car that's being given away, I'm entering that. I'm entering that sweepstakes.
Interesting.
I do love a sweepstakes.
I love a good sweepstakes, and I just never win anything.
I do love a sweepstakes.
I never win anything in there.
I don't know, I'm gonna scratch mine I'm not gonna do the holiday one. I think this one makes the most sense to me.
Incredible.
Get into the music.
All right. What do we have to do for that one?
Literally, is it like scratch here? Like, it's like a turntable?
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
There's like
that's
little...
cute. I like that.
And uncover a music note symbol to automatically win that prize. And then there's like other rules, but
There you go.
that one's the most important one.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like these.
Yeah, it's these things right here.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know.
Box.
For me, I look at luck in a very different way. And since I realized kind of early on in my youth, I was like, I don't think this luck shit's gonna be for me. I'm gonna have to grind it out. I'm gonna have to grind it out. I'm gonna have to get it out the mud. And I'm seeing a lot of numbers here.
Yeah, but no music notes. We gotta find a music note or a 2 times, 10 times, or like a $50 symbol.
Okay.
So right now it's just a bunch of numbers with like other musical instruments above it, but not a music note, which is what we need to win.
Interesting. Okay, interesting. I don't know. I'm just like, and that's why I don't like lotteries. And to be like that's why at the first time I entered the lottery, and then I did one of these scratchers and I lost. I had so many family members that I had like play the lottery very often, and I get that like that's like a constant like game, like, oh, maybe we win the lottery today, maybe we win the lottery. But these things are $5 each. They're
that's
$5 each. I spent $20 on these cards for the possibility of being able to get something, and for if I'm gonna be spending that much money, I need something to last a little bit longer. You get what I mean? Like, if I spend money on, like, a video game, I'm going to be playing that for hours. This took, like, less than 5 minutes, And it's just, like... And the majority of the time, you're going to be let down. I want to play a game that I can win.
Winning,
you know what I'm saying? And a game that I feel like if I contribute enough to it... You have
personal agency to it.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to have to rely on luck to be able to win something. If you take that completely out of the equation, like any sort of like ability that I have to possibly change the game to make something a little bit different. See what I'm saying? This is frustrating. I'm like, we're getting to the end.
It's like hurting my hand to do this. Like, at least make it like stickers you can peel off or something. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I also just don't like the vibe of scratchers. Now, I will say I've never played the Powerball, and we were going to play Powerball for this, but then we realized that wouldn't make a lot of sense because we would just have the numbers, and then we would know whether or not we won, and that wouldn't be as fun. So was that all of them?
Yeah, I did not win anything.
Wow, that's lovely. Okay, so we're at $10 now.
So that's amazing. And what I was about to say is like something that my dad instilled in me growing up was the idea that everyone is equal in terms of like the opportunities and whatever. Like he dumbed it down for me a lot when I was in like elementary school. It's like, maybe you're not great at math, but like you're great at English, and like this person's good at math, but maybe like they're not good at science. Like he was just trying to like instill the principle of everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses and everyone balances out at the end of the day. Like he literally did like a whole like scale equation, like everyone's the exact same.
Real.
Cool. And so that I will say did kind of stick with me. And like to me, I view I believe that there's different kinds of luck. So literally like this type of luck, like quick luck or whatever, I don't believe that I have that, but I think I make up for that in like what I believe is like a long-term luck or like personal luck. But like another person who does have quick luck might not have the same amount of personal luck as me. Like I don't feel bad about the fact that I don't have this type of luck because I feel like it is all leading up to me just having a really lucky thing happen to me in a different means that just like is more my kind of luck. So this doesn't get me down because I'm like, honestly, I feel like I get stressed out if I won one of these because I'm like, is that like the luckiest I'm ever gonna be? Like I'm like waiting for my big lucky moment in life. And if I won like $250,000 on a scratch ticket, like that'd be dope, but like, is that like the extent? I don't feel like people have unlimited luck, so I'm like, I'd be worried that is like my lucky thing. Like everyone balances out, so it's like, not everyone's winning $250,000, that's like a lot, but like, is that all my luck is gonna be?
Isn't that kind of like really like all you really need though? Because, all right, here's my question. What is something that you would be considered like lucky? If you had like your big luck thing, what would it be?
It would be like getting cast in a movie that maybe makes it to Sundance and then becomes a feature and like wins an Oscar. Like being cast in like a lucky role that like, so now my career can go the way that I want because of that one lucky break.
Okay.
But I'm like, I win $250,000, sure. Maybe I have the funds to like focus more on auditioning because I can quit my job and like I can fund my personal projects, whatever. But like a lot of people are doing that. Like you still have to like get lucky to get your big break. So I'm like, I'd rather have my luck be something like that than this.
If you won $250,000 in the lottery, couldn't you just make your movie?
I don't think that's how it works. I mean, movies cost a lot of fucking money, like millions of dollars.
Right.
So,
Well,
like, no, but...
Well, how much would it cost to make a movie to go to or at least make a movie that could then be optioned to make another movie to go to Sundance?
It would cost... I could definitely probably afford it, but then, like, the luck of it getting selected and then the right person seeing it and the right person picking it up to, like, produce it into a feature is a whole other thing of luck in and of itself, because everyone who makes it into Sundance is good.
Mm-hmm. But at the current moment, isn't it? Aren't we still on that same plane though? Because you still have to, regardless, you're going to have to make the movie some way. So you're either gonna have to make the movie.
Someone else can make it and cast me in it,
and that's real.
Yep.
Okay, and that's legit.
That's how Coda last year won the Oscar for
But
Best
is that
Picture.
luck though, or are you just a good actor?
I mean, everyone who's like trying to make it in this industry like is expected to be a good actor. It's like that's not what it's about. It's about your it factor. It's about the people you know. It's about your luck. It's about where you are at the right time. It's about do you fit into the cultural zeitgeist of roles that are really hot right now? Is it like, are you unique enough to like stand out against other people who might be the same type as you? Like, it's not about talent at all. That's like something that you learn really quick when you move out here, that it's like you studied acting your whole life maybe, and like now that throw that out the window, just trust that that's with you, and now how good you are doesn't fucking matter because it's about a million other things. And I would so much rather my luck come in the form of that than one of these. So if we win today, I'm packing it up. I'm packing it up. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna go off grid. I'm like,
what?
Like, there's no way that I'm gonna get lucky twice. Win the lottery and like get my big break.
That's where I'm thinking.
There's no actor that's won the lottery.
What?
Has there ever been an actor? There's no actor that's won the lottery.
That doesn't mean that can't happen though.
And you could be the first.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
A lightning doesn't strike twice.
It does though.
But
It
sometimes,
does, though.
I guess.
Yeah. It does. Like,
But
I
that's
don't.
because of science.
I
You
don't
already have
think-
like electricity around you or something.
I'm
an actor.
Made that shit up.
No, it's for sure because there's like already electricity around you or something.
There's already electricity.
Isn't that the whole thing of lightning doesn't strike twice because there's electricity around? I don't know how that should work.
I don't know. I'm an actor.
Right, for sure.
Some people are better at acting than science.
Yes, I got lucky in that. I got lucky that I am good at something that doesn't make me any money. I got so lucky.
That's a great point.
I got-
like, being a good actor is a prerequisite, but you know, in order to make it to that great of a point, it's just like there are thousands of things that just have to like cosmic.
And that's real, but I think that you can easily get there if you have, because what's the biggest problem now? What's the current largest problem in life right now?
World hunger.
In our particular lives. The reason we started this podcast. Okay, so if you won $250,000 in one of these,
That's not a lot of money though. Like, it is to us.
it's more
But that's
than
like nothing. Like, the people in this industry who like can help us get somewhere, like, we're talking about millionaires. I don't even know how many 250,000s go into $1 billion. Like, these people, $250, like money isn't going to get us.
I'm not saying money gets you.
everywhere.
I'm not saying money gets you everywhere. I certainly don't believe that money brings happiness and solves all of your problems. I'm not saying that. But it does make things significantly easier in terms of if you wanted to go to a party, and at that part, let's say at this party,
Hypothetically, I want to go to a party.
well, okay, a very special party. At this
A very
party,
special party.
a very special party.
I'm in.
It's a very special party.
Very special party.
It's a party where if you go to this party, there is someone there who will cast you in.
Okay, now we're just like making up like scenarios. Like there's no special party where someone.
Well, that's how it happens. So basically, right? Is that you like go to a party or you go to like an event or you like meet someone's particular and they invite you to some blah blah blah. You can't do that if you're at work.
But we both have like weird fake jobs, so we're really never at work.
But we're still at work sometimes. Okay, we're still at work a majority of time. Like I like on the weekends you're not available, and then for the most part, like during times where I have to make content, I don't leave my house. So it's like during that time, if there's
a special party,
if there was a special party, I wouldn't be able to go because of my job. $250,000 changes that ability to be able to be like, I can focus fully now. And I'm not saying it fixes, I'm not saying it guarantees you now, but
so you're rich, so like how do you get invited to the party?
You go out and meet people the same way that you do now, but it's like you have more time to do that. You have more time to dedicate to that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't see how winning a bunch of money prevents you from being a successful actor. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think it just really is a superstition. I'm like, I can't get that lucky and then get that lucky again.
Why though? Because if you win let's say you win a whole bunch of money and then you make a really good movie and now you have a really good movie, you have money to not work, so you have plenty of time to market it to as many of these possible people who can make you really famous and cast you in something. You are acting in this movie and you have no burdens at all. So you can literally put the best, like the actors that we like really love, right? The actors who are winning a whole bunch of awards and all of that stuff. Sure, there are some who are like making it directly out of the mud and it's like, but there's a reason why that's a very incredible story. You know, it's really incredible if there's a random actor from like the middle of nowhere who randomly wins an Oscar, because that never happens. But majority of the time, the actors who are winning all of these things are millionaires who spend all of their time acting and going to these parties and like going to these events and getting cast in all of these events and like getting cast in all of these projects. It's like you can have your cake and eat it too. You feel like you can make a whole bunch of money now and then still be a very famous actor in the future. I mean, Ken Jeong is a doctor. Ken Jeong is a medical doctor. And I'm pretty sure is that he went to school for being a medical doctor, and then he like came to Los Angeles for something and then started acting, but it was like he wasn't eating ramen noodles doing that. He was a doctor. I'm not saying he was super rich, but he certainly wasn't like mad broke. So he had time to be able to like, oh, fuck it, I'll do Community. And then I do Community for like a couple of years, and then now I'm in The Hangover, and now you're Ken Jeong.
The other side of that too is that actors that are super successful that were like living in their car because they were acting and they didn't have a job. They were still putting all of their time into acting,
but they were suffering.
They didn't have money, and so they were just like living in their car.
Yeah, they were suffering. They were suffering.
So like either way, you pay for it.
Yeah, you're doing something. Like, you know, I feel like you don't have to be broke to be successful in to like have a success story. I mean, majority of the people who do have success stories, like you find out eventually they had money somewhere, you know, and it was like, oh, that's why they were able to do it. Because I mean, even if you look like historically, back when like in Greek times or Roman times and all that shit, right? All these artists, all these people, these creatives and stuff, they were paid by the government to be able to do that full time, because they were like, at that point in time in like human history, all people cared about was finding out shit about where we were and why we were here and what
like
exactly we
making
were
art.
doing. Yeah, and like making art and like contributing to the culture. So it was like the governments at that time were like, we have got to make sure these people have good lives. And it's crazy because I was literally thinking about this earlier. It was like, is how much an artist's how much an artist doesn't have a specific set of things that they're going to create in their life. I was thinking about this like as I was writing. I was writing a piece that's very different than the pieces that I usually am writing. I'm usually writing like very dark, really dark and really sad things, and then I was writing something that was more funny and that was more like lighthearted. And I was like, this would not have happened if not for this, and this. If I had become successful off of the first project, that would probably be the thing that I'm doing for a very significant portion of time. And like Tyler the Creator in this, it's like somebody I think about in the same way, was that Tyler the Creator and Odd Future, they got famous off of their first project. So like for the first like what was it, like 2009 to 2013, they were making projects that were exactly like that. And it didn't happen. It didn't come to a point where they were like, we have to do something different, until he realized that people were seeing him only as like an internet funny guy. And he was like, oh, I got to focus on music if I want people to take me seriously in music. But, you know, by then he had money and he had time to make that shift. But at the point in time where they were just fucking around doing crazy shit, it was like they were doing whatever it could to be able to make their cash, to be able to survive. And then once they got that, that was when shit shifted and things changed. You know what I mean? I think I don't know. I think there's a different, and I'm gonna start doing this one. I don't know. I just think
should Jacob do it?
Oh.
No.
You want me to?
Hello?
Okay, wait. What do I do with this? I'm all right, and I'm opening up this next one. So scratch off all cards. If any of your hands beat the dealer's hands. Oh, this is like, I'm not doing this shit. All right, we'll do holiday cash. I just want one that
I don't know
scratch.
this shit. Wait, what do you mean beat the dealer's hands?
It's like
so you have to
blackjack.
like, I don't know all this.
Yeah, I'm like.
What if like this is the one that like we're not doing this one? Like,
holy shit! Do we just have to like fucking like scratch? I don't know. Maybe it'll like say.
I mean, it does have like a legend on the back, but.
Oh no, I ain't trying to read all that. Okay.
That's so much.
We'll do that one.
Jacob, do you want to do this one off camera? Because I don't understand that.
Okay, we're doing holiday cash, which I don't have any confidence in because it's not the holidays. So
the snowflakes are killing
Yeah, this is
me.
insane. This is insane. And we're in Los Angeles, so there's like actually, you know what? I can't even say that because it did snow like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been cold. It's been cold.
Uncover a present symbol in either the oh wait, no. Okay, uncover a money sign symbol to win that prize, and then it's obvious it's like the 2 times thing, and then the 5 times thing. Okay, so this is a long fucking scratcher thing. 31, 39. It's not saying anything about winning.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of tough to really articulate like how much luck plays a factor in things. And I mean, we've been talking about like big breaks or whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, like I think something that a lot of people end up saying, or like in interviews, or like actors on actors or whatever.
Yeah.
Like those types of things. Like success in like especially the entertainment industry, but in almost all industries, it will oftentimes seem like an overnight success to like the vast public.
Yeah. But it's so much time.
But it's truly most likely, unless it's, nepotism, obviously, most likely it's been years and years of hard work and patience. And like, I mean, the examples aren't always older people, but like Pedro Pascal is about 50, and it seems like he got like an overnight success with The Last of Us. Like he's blowing up, he's everywhere, whatever. But he's almost 50, and like he has been acting his whole life.
Yeah.
And he was in Narcos, which did really well, and he was in The Mandalorian, and
I didn't know he's in Narcos.
Yeah, so it's like it wasn't an overnight success, and I guess the argument can be made Every time that Jacob hits it, the audio goes out. It was so hard to like you talking. But the argument can be made that like he got lucky getting cast in The Last of Us, because it just happened to blow up. But at the same time, he was in the right place because of all of the prior steps that he made and all the choices he made. You know, he got cast in Narcos, he got cast in Mandalorian. Like, he is a good guy, it seems like, and is enjoyable to be around. And
and all of that like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's a equal. No,
we didn't win.
We did not. Damn it! That looked like I thought that candle was a present.
Jacob, how's it looking over there?
I have no clue.
Isn't it like the most insane? Like, it's making me work for it, and like it's the lowest grand prize out of any of them.
You have to like know poker.
Yeah, you have to know poker. I wish I didn't get that one, but homie didn't help me at the gas station.
We got poker and holiday.
Did he just give you random ones?
I was like, just give me $5 random ones, and then he like read. I like, give me 3 $5 random ones, and he was like, okay, and he kept and he showed me 4 of them, and I was like, yeah, I'll just take the 3, and then he gave me 4. And then I paid for all of them.
You got so lucky.
Yeah, no, we got lucky. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it's definitely like a mixture of both. You got to be in the right place at the right time. But
you put yourself there.
But you got to put yourself
a lot of the time. I mean, there are some individuals that I feel like do just have worse luck, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, like, and that's like, some people just aren't lucky in long term or short term.
And I'm just like, how is it? Like, people that I know even. And y'all will never be named by name. Y'all will never be named.
You said it's like, it's people I know, like, they just are just fucking unlucky as shit. They don't got nothing. It's just fucking bare bones. Like, they don't got fucking nothing. They don't got friends. They don't got relationships. They don't got a fucking job. I'm like, how the fuck do you even live? How do you even fucking go on?
I'm just trying to make the point that I'm not talking about like the concept of unlucky people, like the houseless population who like fell on like like it's literally like people I know sometimes who I'm like, why? Like, I feel like you're setting yourself up for all the right things. Yeah. Or, I mean, just, like, all people in my past, where I'm like, I feel like there's no reason why all of these things should have happened to you.
That's so fucking funny.
There's no fucking serious way to have this conversation because, like, I feel like I'm trying to express a very real thing, but it's coming across like so fucking insane, like...
I just like,
why the fuck is this shit happening to you?
It's like, why is this like all this bad shit happening to you? Like, your life is fucking terrible. It's so fucking hard. Like, oh, it makes me like, damn. No, but I get it. I've
you know, like, it's not.
I've met
like,
these people.
Why? Like, I feel like, and I mean, yeah, like the houseless population, like you see it so much, like in LA especially. Yeah. Like, why? Those people.
I think the houseless population is very different.
A lot of the time it's, you know, they've fallen with the wrong crowd and like drugs. And
whatever, and then also there's like governmental, like, you know, like the fact that like it's so hard to get a job in society. Like, you know, and there's just like all these different factors of like race, and then also just where you come from. Like, are people willing to employ you and that type of stuff? And then, falling into like drugs and all that. So I feel like, maybe like that's like a little different, but I've met people, I know exactly what you're talking about.
We all know the bitches. Did we win anything?
Nothing. That's so crazy.
In all of this.
In all of this, there was like fucking
so
nothing.
Many rules.
And it's because I bought it. It's because I bought it. I'm telling you, I don't win the lottery. I don't win the lottery, and that's why I don't fucking the lottery. I don't ever win that shit. And granted, I only got to do it once, and I get that. But it's never happened, like, not even close. We could have won like $5.
We really could have won like anything.
We could have won $5.
The money back for the,
for the cards, like, at least.
People are out here buying these every day.
Every day, and some of them are my family members. And shout out to them. I hope y'all having a good time. But there's like a portion of it that's like just ritual. And it's like, oh, I watch fucking Family Feud. And I do my scratchers. Like, that's a part of my day. And like, that's an expense. It's like a coffee. You know,
I guess, but I'd rather have a coffee.
That's what I'm saying.
I know that I'm gonna get the coffee.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm gonna drink it.
That's what I'm like. I don't know.
When the California like super lottery, whatever the bingo, whatever the hell it's called, like happened, and it was in Altadena, which is like not very far from where we live. It's like I was sick. I was like,
I was pissed. I was
close by relatively. Yeah. Like
I was getting calls from people who were like, "Oh, was that you?" I'm like, "You know it wasn't. You fucking know that it wasn't." Oh my God.
Stop licking the paper plastic fucking bag. Oh my God. Anyone else's cats lick plastic bags?
Yeah. Cats be doing that shit. Cats are strange. Cats are strange, but I be fucking with them.
I actually have one more scratch ticket.
What?
That I have, and I'm gonna scratch it over here really quick.
What the fuck is this?
I'm scratching it. What did I win? Oh, I have to pay $73 to the city of LA because I just happened to park on the wrong side of the street at the wrong 3 hours.
Fucking God.
This is the type of fucking tickets that I be dealing with on the day-to-day. So this is my little scratcher.
Holy
my little
shit.
Thank you. This is a very LA ticket.
Wow, that's fucked up. And why did you get that ticket?
Because something that isn't a thing in Nebraska or most
other
places, it's this little thing called street sweeping, where the city claims to sweep the street, even though it's dirty as fuck, dirty booty ass fucking street over there. And on like 2 days of the week, in like back to back, in like every residential area of the town, like there will be signs posted. It's like Monday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Can't park on this side.
And sometimes it's different days for different sides
of the street. Different days, yeah. It is different days for different sides of the street. And we live in a very populous neighborhood. So it's already hard to find parking as is. And then you have to remember, I can't park on this half of the street, this entire half of the street for these 3 hours, otherwise I'm gonna get a ticket. And then like the wording gets confusing because like the sign will say Monday, but like you can't park there Monday. You have to park on the Tuesday side on Monday. And so that's exactly what happened here. I was just like, I was moving my car. My brain got jumbled. I read Tuesday. I was like, okay, I can park here on Tuesday. No, that means you can't park there on Tuesday. And I hate driving. So when I like am done driving, like my brain's like already mush. And so I parked on the wrong side of the street and I'm so pissed because I also got a ticket the previous week because it was a holiday week and it didn't feel like a Monday and I was parked on a Monday side because it was fucking President's Day. Who the fuck celebrates President's Day? Everyone else. But guess who had to work? Me. But guess who had to work all day long because we were understaffed? Me. So it felt like a weekend. It was...
Guess who also had to work? Fucking... Street
sweeping. And the streets were not swept. That's some bullshit. And I know...
I've never seen the street sweepers come down this road. I've never seen the street sweepers come down this road.
The roads are dirty as fuck. And so the fact that in this month alone, I've had to pay $150 in tickets is painful. I know I don't have it as hard as some of my very own roommates who've had their cars towed or stolen off of the streets, which are other fun things that you have to worry about.
Yeah, my car was towed at one point. Now, I did park in front of a fire hydrant, so I did deserve that, which is different. But I was still pissed.
Yeah.
I just wasn't aware. I wasn't aware that was taken seriously here. Because it's not taken seriously in any other locations. In my experience. Now,
it's not taken seriously.
In South Carolina, I done parked in front of some fire hydrants.
Yeah, okay? I was parking in front of fire hydrants.
And the fire truck would just come and
do its thing.
Because
there's plenty of room.
Because there's other room.
Like, don't fucking play with me. You can reach the fucking...
And I wasn't even fully parked in front of the bit. I was
it's just like within the...
It's like within the area.
Because you have to like leave this much... But the parking truck can't fit in that space, so what is the point? Like,
that was my question. I'm like, it can't fit there anyway. They're gonna have to walk to it anyway. I don't understand what the point is. Everybody's like, oh, it's for fire safety. We're in a drought. Fix that then. I don't know what you want from me.
It's been raining the fucking house down, so we're good.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you
We're
want from me.
good.
I didn't cause the drought here. I didn't cause that.
So why are you giving me a ticket?
That's my question.
And there's also so many red zones in this city.
There's
It's
so many
like
red zones,
you're
yeah.
like, oh, let me park here. Red.
LA is simultaneously a city where you have to have a car, but you can't park anywhere.
You're like being punished for having something that like you literally need to get around because the bus system is awful.
Yeah, there's no public transit here, essentially.
It's literally like a trap. But the reason why I like even brought up my parking ticket, as a little bit, was to introduce the conversation of like when you live in Beverly Hills, when you live in
you park
Larchmont, anywhere, there's so much parking because first of all, people have garages.
Yep.
So there's plenty of street parking. Yep. And like there's not street sweeping over there in most neighborhoods.
They don't sweep sweep
but the streets are clean as fuck.
Yeah. What's that about?
Maybe they're like HOA or something requires them to like sweep.
I think they all just have like lawn keepers who sweep the street.
Yeah. Also, like they just know rich people aren't gonna pay that. Like they know they can get money out of poor people. That's why. Because it's a very large portion of their of LA's economy.
It's insane.
Is like parking tickets and towing.
When you're rich, you like literally don't have to worry about parking tickets like that.
Yeah. Dumb as shit.
It's such a
The
predatory.
rich get richer and the poor get poorer.
Really,
Are the rich?
It's a predatory system.
It's like, are the rich lucky? Do they consider themselves lucky?
They should.
No. Rich people consider themselves like people who like worked hard for what they have. But I would say that you're lucky.
They're blessed.
Or they're blessed. Or they're blessed.
But they hate the word lucky.
Yeah.
Rich people hate the word lucky.
Yeah. They don't want to ever talk about luck. To them, it's like
I worked for
luck
this.
is like a poor people's thing.
It's like you can't, because they want to be able to relate to us. It's like, no, I've worked for my stuff too. It's
yeah.
I have this because I'm just better than you, not because I'm lucky, because like I just like knew how to work for it.
Yeah.
Bitch, like you suck. Like, let's look at the facts. You suck. You're not better than me.
Yeah.
Just look at the facts. You suck. I'm working on that.
That was fully not where I was expecting that. I was not expecting.
I hate rich people so much.
Let's look at the fact you suck and you're not better than me. I thought you were gonna say something about street sweeping.
No, I'm talking to rich people right now. Like, I hate you for real. You are not better than me.
Yeah, that's gonna be me someday.
I'm gonna be rich one day, but I'm gonna be cool about it because I was poor my fucking life. And you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say I got lucky. I'm gonna say I put in a lot of hours, a lot of time. I literally like dedicated my life to this. But at the end of the day, I got lucky.
I think that's why I don't fuck with the word luck, because I also want to be there one day and I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because I'm like, all the fucking work that we put into getting to this portion of things, and now I'm gonna say, oh, it was just luck.
It wasn't just luck, but like you needed luck.
I needed a little.
As the cherry on top.
As the cherry on top, yeah. I'll give luck the cherry on top,
but you can't
everything,
say that
the cake is
weren't
mine.
Lucky.
Because truly, there are people who work very hard to get somewhere,
and they don't.
just ultimately don't get
there.
Yeah.
Like, I get, and I understand.
And I understand that, but that's not me.
Luck,
I understand that, but I'm different.
Luck gets the cherry on top. I get the cake.
Yeah.
Luck gets the cherry on top. I get the cake.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna. I will not parade myself around and be like, I got lucky. I can't. I don't think that I can do that. I don't think that I can do that. It's just like all the work put in before that. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
It's so, I think where my like mixed feelings come in, where it's like, I'm seeing not everyone that we know, but I'm seeing most people that we know work just as hard.
Yeah. For
the same goal. And not everyone is going to get exactly where they want. It's like.
For sure.
How am I going to be like, no, I worked hard. If you just worked harder. Maybe
I'm not gonna. No, well, okay, and you know what? That's a very good point.
You know what I mean?
That's a very good point.
I think like acknowledging the luck, like just makes it kind of respectful. For it's like.
No, I'm with that actually.
You worked really hard too, I'm sure, but it's just.
But there was I
luck.
totally feel you. Okay, I do need to give some acknowledgement to luck then, because that's legit. To be able to, that's the type of shit. I guess that is like that.
Because it's like you worked hard on TikTok, like making those, like when, you were down on your luck and you got in a car accident, couldn't DoorDash anymore. Like you worked hard, like have a great personality, like are funny. Like,
yeah, but I'm lucky the algorithm worked.
Yeah, you're lucky that the algorithm worked. And right now the algorithm is slow as fuck for both of us and a lot of our friends. And it's like literally like nothing that we're doing has changed.
Yeah.
It's just...
That's really shit. Really shit. Yeah. I definitely do need to acknowledge that for sure. I guess it's a combination of both. It's a combination of both.
Yeah.
For sure it is.
You're lucky to have both.
Damn. And that's a bar.
And I'm lucky to have the privilege of being able to afford a car that I'm still paying off that I literally costs me so much money every month because of stuff like this.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed. My parents really didn't buy anything for me growing up. Like, they were like, you need to get a car, like my sophomore year of college. And like, you need to get a good car. And I was like, okay, bet. And I was like, are you going to help me pay for it? They're like, no. It was like cool, like as I was signing the papers, like amazing. So I've been paying off this bitch for a long time. And it is finally going to be paid off like in May.
Amen. And
their like whole thing was that they wanted me to feel like, they didn't want to help me with anything because they wanted me to feel, also because they couldn't, because they weren't like rich, but they wanted me to feel like proud of myself and like held accountable and like I did this for like I made it on my own.
Yeah, as you're saying this, that's mad overrated. I gotta start giving luck a lot more credit.
Like
that's mad overrated.
Wish I was like a little bit luckier. My parents like just gave me a car, maybe. Like that would be really nice.
But then at the same time, doesn't that make you annoying when you don't have to work for things? If you had just been given a car, wouldn't you have been a fundamentally different person?
I guess, but I have so many friends who like their parents just gave them a car, and like it took away a huge struggle that like they didn't have to relate to with me, but like there's still like so many other struggles that they're having, and like I have people in my past who like when I went to high school with, and like I'm just using the car thing, but like they got a car from their parents and like I didn't, and like now they're not doing what they want to do, and I'm like on my way. Like not really, like I'm really not trying to show them. Like it's really hard to like make these points without like sounding like a bitch, but it's like, how much did that luck stretch? You know what
That's your motherfucking car, but I'm out here doing my shit. I'm doing my shit. And how's that fucking car now, Deborah? How's that fucking car now? That shit is ass laying in your fucking garage while you're not doing fucking nothing. I am out here. I am putting in fucking work. You shitting on all of these people. It's so fucking funny. And I know what you're trying to do, but every time it's
I need people to know, because more and more recently, people from high school have been like reaching out to me and being like, oh my god, love the podcast. Like, this is so amazing. Like, I cherish the time that like we spent in high school. And just so you know, this is about none of y'all. It is.
No, I understand, and I totally believe you. Because
Bible about none of y'all who have reached out to me and listened to the podcast. I'm not subtweeting you. I promise.
No, I totally feel you, because those are the type of comments that you only say about people you wasn't like fucking with.
Right, or like who did you dirty?
Holy shit!
I don't watch the podcast. No, I mean like.
Oh my god!
Where'd you look at you? Like, we're in these streets. We're in these swept streets, making money moves. Cause my luck, I haven't ran into my luck yet. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe their luck ran out when like their parents like paid for their college and like bought them a car and everything. And I didn't have that, so like I'm waiting for like my luck to happen. That's what I'm scared of. Like, I'm just paranoid that people like have a set amount of luck, and because that's really lucky. Forward, one step back.
But part of me is also like, I don't want to give that to luck, because you worked so hard on something that you didn't know was going to get you that.
Right, but like the fact that
you know
like
what I'm saying, like and I get it. I don't know.
It's a combination of like, oh, like Jarvis is in our lot. Literally, that's like shutting up. Jarvis is in our lives because like I happened to DM someone on Twitter and became friends with him and Isaiah, and now like, and then he introduced me to like this guy who he wanted to be friends with, and then we became friends, and Jacob's my best friend, so we all met, and then I literally remember like Jacob had a free day and was nice enough to drive us plus him to this like birthday party that we needed to go to, and I remember Jarvis being like, damn, like Jacob's like a real one, like I like make sure I want to work with him one day, like he's just like a great guy.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't for like months later that like this opportunity with the podcast really came about, but it's like it was a combination of Jacob being a great guy and like us gassing him up, being like, yeah, like you should, like Jacob's great, like you really like can do anything.
How much?
And like us,
what
we're just
percentage
lucky.
of that
Like,
do we give to luck?
50%.
50.
50%.
We're gonna give 50%. How? I like max.
50%.
I can max give it 2. I'm gonna be completely 100%.
50,
I
hard
can
work and
max
luck.
give it 2. I can max
2%.
give it. Okay, if we're really like breaking down this shit, if we're literally like breaking
Talking about like
down.
Jacob's life. Jacob's life is 2% luck, 98%.
Just like anything, yeah. I mean, yeah.
How do you break it? I'm like, okay, we break it. If we like break it down, just because like okay, so how do I know Jarvis is I know Jarvis through Michaela. Shout out Michaela. I know
Something about Jacob's involvement with Jarvis is so wild. Like
I know Jarvis through Michaela, and I know Michaela through TikTok, right? But it was like just because I was on TikTok did not mean that I would have had to have reached out to Michaela. And just because I was on TikTok doesn't mean that Michaela would have had to reach out to Jarvis. There was a portion of time where it was like, oh, their vibes would match. I mean, that's literally Michaela's whole thing, is like setting up vibes. And it was like game night happened, and it was like, oh, y'all two would vibe together. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, our friendship is because we all vibe together, right? And it's like, Jacob does these things that are really good, and because he's a very nice person and he's a very talented editor, right? So it's like, how do we say, just because we're friends with Jarvis doesn't mean Jacob says yes to doing that to driving us to that birthday party. Jacob says yes to driving us to that birthday party because no matter who was there, he's a real one. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, how do you give that to luck?
But it's lucky that he's real, but also like he was free that day. And like,
oh shit, you're right.
And like had gas that day, and like
fuck,
you know, like
in order for that to happen, like
but that's 2% to me.
I like, you know, I could have been working full time at
that
point, and like
that's real,
and that like inhibits making more.
But why weren't you working full time?
Because of unluckiness.
Because
which is could be
like,
luckiness.
Yeah, I was like real down on my luck that because I was like, that was my like peak unemployment. Like I wasn't making any money with
maximum
DoorDash.
unemployment.
Yeah.
Advanced unemployment.
Yeah, it is hard to define exactly what part of it is luck and what part of it is like putting yourself in certain situations. Because
I think it's 50-50.
How do
you just
50?
equally discussed lucky parts with the like parts that are like in like about like it's literally like everything you talked for the same amount of time about both of those things. What? Like you were saying, like, oh yes, I got famous on TikTok because of luck, and then I reached out to Michaela, and you know, our vibes linked, and then like she just happened to know like this guy, and then we met up at a game night because we happened to be free, and then we just all happened to become friends because our vibes were right, and then we were at this birthday party, and
the work we had to put in to get those vibes is a portion.
What work are you putting together? You just have the vibes.
Are you specifically manufacturing your vibes in order to get somewhere?
No.
So you just luckily have vibes that work in those situations.
Is it luck, or is it just that we're just good people?
Is it lucky that you're a good person?
No. That's what that's where I think that's what's. I don't think it's. You cannot say that. I don't think you can say that it's. You can choose to either be a good person or a shitty person. Yeah. You know? And in that time, Jacob is down on his luck, right? And he has a choice.
Now you're roasting me for talking about these hypothetical.
What? He's up now. He's up now. We're talking about it. He's up now. He's up now.
Jacob on his ass. Got nothing going for him. And what does he do? He still helps a brother out.
Yes, though. He could have literally chosen to not.
Yeah.
He could have literally been like, he could have literally during that day, that day that happened, there was two choices that Jacob could have made. Jacob could have been like, I'm either gonna drive these people or I'm not because I don't feel like doing that.
Which Jacob has truly never done.
That is a good point because it is lucky that I was free on that day, but I
you could have said no.
I could have made the choice not to.
Yeah.
Because it's not that I specifically wanted. It's not like my biggest joy in my life to drive my friends.
Right.
But I chose.
Wait, what? This is news to me.
I choose to do things like that because I want to build stronger relationships with the people I'm around.
Boom.
In order to like develop those connections with people.
Boom.
So in that way, it's not luck.
But that's
not luck.
I'm saying it's 50-50 though.
I guess that the exterior, like but I'm not willing to give it 50-50. I'm just not willing to give it
98?
You do like 60-40, like...
No, that's still too much.
Okay.
I think you have to it's hard to... the decision... I'm not saying that it's, like, hard to be a good person, but I'm saying, like, you could have very easily said no to that. And been like, no, I got too much other shit on my hands. I'm down on my luck right now.
Sure.
I could have said no to that. It would have been easier for you to say no. It took time out of your day and out of your life to say yes to that. So I'm like, to give 50-50 of that to luck doesn't feel fair to you. And also, the work that you put into the projects that you do at the same time is what contributed to that. How do we give that 50-50 to luck? How? Max out go is 20.
80-20.
Max out go 80-20.
80-20 is like a good, like a lot of things are 80-20.
I think 80-20 is a vibe. I think 80-20 is a vibe. I'll do 80-20 max, but I'm not happy about the 20. I would go down as low as 2.
Okay.
I would go down as low as 2. That's me though.
And it probably depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation, I think, yeah. But max I'll go as 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll never give luck more than 20.
Okay. I guess this podcast could settle on 80-20.
Yeah.
It's just...
We're making real ass decisions right here. We're making real ass fucking decisions.
Well, because like
you heard it here first.
Like I don't think you guys understand. Like I take things so seriously. So like whatever number that like we decide on like in this video, like I'm gonna have that number like in my head. Like I take shit like so fucking seriously.
Okay, if that's the case, then we need to do it 85-15.
No, because that's just like harder math. That's just more difficult math. Like to even conceptualize like
90-10.
No, it's more.
Okay, fine. I'll stay on 80-20. 80-20 felt right. 80-20 felt right.
Sure.
80-20 felt right. I definitely can't go to 50.
Well, that's also like, like we're sitting here recording an episode every single week.
Yeah.
Putting it out every single week.
This is what I'm saying!
For almost nothing.
For almost nothing. I'm like, how do we give this 50? For actually nothing.
Uh-huh.
How do we give this 50? How?
And then it's like, once we have a larger following,
Yeah.
like one of these days, our viewership is just gonna go up.
But
yes.
But I feel like that's gonna be luck. It's gonna be like a viral video.
But we don't get a viral without all of the videos that didn't work.
Right.
And that was all work.
It's playing the numbers game at that point because
you
it's
know,
like if you like have $1 million and you spend $1 million on scratch tickets, are you gonna get $250,000 ticket and be like unlucky?
Yeah. Boom.
Because at that point.
Far too many numbers into
this math is
because I don't know what the hell we're talking about anymore because, like,
Oh, you know.
what? Now you've lost me because I don't know what the hell we're talking about now.
My point is just like we're playing the long game, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Eventually we will have, you know, be making money off the podcast. Eventually we will have like a large following.
Please.
Yeah. Please, yes.
But like, if it's not because of luck, it's because we're putting in the work.
It's because we're working. You know what I'm saying? If a viral video comes, that's because we put in effort to make a viral video. A viral video, I guess maybe sometimes
there's, like,
a
dumb
viral
luck.
video happens.
Yeah, sometimes there's dumb luck.
Yeah, and that's what I would consider dumb luck. But I think luck either works in waves of max 20% or 100. It's either 100% luck or I'm max giving it 20. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes shit just happens and it's random and those people are
like
just
finding a $20 bill on the
lucky.
ground and no one else is around.
Yeah, exactly.
That's 100% dumb luck.
That's lucky. That's lucky. That's 100% luck. And I'll give luck its credit in that moment. But, like, any other thing that, like, we gotta, like, work for this, 20 max.
And then that leads into a possible future topic, which is karma.
Oh.
I got a lot to say about karma.
But we've been recording for an hour and 20 minutes.
Most definitely. All right. And this was a good episode.
Yeah, that will be. We've got a lot to say about karma.
Yeah, we got a lot to say about karma. We'll do a karma episode for sure. Well, that was so fun.
Wow. What a blast. What a treat. We didn't win jack shit. We
lost
lost money on this episode.
We didn't win shit. Yeah, that was fucked up. That was fucked up.
But that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because this 80%'s gonna come around, huh? All we need is 20, right? One of these days.
We've been putting in the 80.
We've been putting in the 80.
We've been putting in the 80. We've been putting in the 80. And it's been fun.
The 20 is coming.
Yeah, the 20 is coming. It wasn't tonight.
It wasn't tonight. And it wasn't with this. And honestly, I would rather the 20% be
come from something else. Cooler, maybe.
Because maybe luck does run out. So maybe. But,
right.
but we'll never know that.
We'll never know.
It's only up for us.
Because we're up.
We're up.
Y'all say same though.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Guys, everyone that we fucking talked about. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.